Welcome to the #1 Underground podcast. I'm your host, John Michael Ramos. Today we have a great guest. He's one of my longtime friends. He's been just doing him, and I wanted to just let him introduce himself.
Yeah. My name's Cam McCulley. I'm a college basketball player, Division II and IV Lauderdale. I grew up in Citrus County, Florida. And I met Ramos here, my guy, at Nature Coast.
Yes, sir.
I transferred there my junior year for basketball. I think we had Spanish my junior. I know we had a senior. Did we have it 2 years in a row?
We did have it 2 years in a row. We were stuck with the sophomores.
Right. Because we were both juniors.
Yeah,
with
the freshmen and the sophomores, and it was that's when I really met Kane. He was really just like a genuine dude from day one. We went up to DC together. We were sleeping together in the same bed in a hotel.
Right.
You know, if you guys can see from right over here, you know, he's a little bit bigger than me. So it was a very fun experience, and I really just wanted to bring him on the podcast, see if I can, you know, share some information because he's been doing really good. I'm gonna let him talk about himself. You know, I'm gonna just sit back and ask him a few questions and just see where it goes. Because honestly, this is my first podcast, and Kane's really one of my greatest friends. He's a part of my team. He's been very informative and very motivating towards me, and he's been doing good, as you can see. You can literally just see him. You know what I'm saying? He's looking great.
I'm gonna push this back a little bit, just make sure that I'm leaning back.
Yes, sir.
I think you can see me. But yeah, appreciate that, man.
Brother.
I don't really talking about myself too much, but I started creating content like a year and a half ago. My first, it actually started with an assignment in the English class in college, my first semester, my sophomore year, whereas we had to interview people. I had to interview 2 people for this assignment. It was about social media and athletes.
Okay, that's interesting because you're an athlete yourself. You play basketball.
Right. So it was easy. I interviewed like my closest friend and roommate and his girlfriend, who are both athletes, about social media and how, like, the negative aspects, how to use it positively. So I actually deleted my Instagram,
Same here.
Deleted my Instagram, my Facebook, and my Twitter, and the first week or the first few weeks after my freshman year of college, I'm like, I don't need this. I'm wasting too much time. So, and I deleted it for about a year and a half. So I've always been like tried to be mindful of my time online because it's a double-edged sword.
It really is, man. I can definitely vouch on that. So what was it, before we keep going, what was it like when did you find the actual switch to just delete everything? Like, what was that like? Like, bring it back. Like, what were you going through when that really happened?
I had been thinking about it, and I've ever since probably my sophomore year of high school, I had to get surgery on my shoulder, and I noticed, like, man, I was on my phone way too much. I feel like I've always been a little bit more mindful than other people, but so I've always kind of like flirted with the idea of deleting it or getting off it for some time.
Yeah.
And one of the things about trying to be a college basketball player, and like I'm not like a top-ranked player in the state of Florida. Like, I'm really good. I was player of the year in Hernando County. I was North Suncoast player of the year. But still,
I remember that, man. You were going off. I remember watching you play back in Nature Coast. It was, honestly, if you guys have to see him, I'm sure you got some highlights on your YouTube page.
Yeah,
man. Yeah. So definitely, guys got to go tune into that. Tap in. We'll make sure to put the description down below.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. And then from then on, so after you deleted it, you know, what's one thing that you noticed, like the benefits from that?
Just like life is like better if you're like spending time alone with your thoughts, or like reading. Like I read quite a bit. I've learned piano over the last year and a half. Been picking up on guitar, but just being a human, you know. And I think,
especially with everything that's going on in this world, man, life is crazy. Especially on social media, you can tap in, you can watch something else from around the world, and like, it's not as good for them, but kind of messes with your brain a little bit. So
yeah, it's all about, moderation, you know. But you asked me about what made me delete it.
Yes, sir.
I just said, fuck it. Like, excuse my language, but
you know, bro, it's literally
2021.
This is a filtered podcast. There's no filter.
Right.
No filters.
Authentic, baby.
We can do whatever we want because it's my podcast.
Yes,
and this
sir.
is my boy Kane's podcast because he's in the building right now. As you can see, we're having a great time. You know, we're sipping on some beautiful Aquafina. Shout out to Aquafina. And we got some nice little body armor lights. One of the best things to drink. While we're out here in beautiful nature, as you guys can see, it's really nice out today. It's a little hot. Not gonna lie, we're in Florida. But you know, it is what it is. We were raised here. We've just been doing it, man. So yeah, back into that, man. Let me ask you one really very important question.
Let's do it.
This is gonna be like the hardest question you're ever gonna be asked.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
What's your favorite color, bro?
Favorite color? I would say Carolina blue.
Carolina blue.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Are you like
Nature Coast Tech, bro?
Nature Coast Tech.
Yeah, and then NCT, baby.
Yes,
NC what?
NCT.
Nah, cause shout out to Sarsic, Nature Coast Tech.
Yeah.
Shout out NCT basketball. Plus, I like Carolina blue. It's just like it's smooth.
It's very aesthetic.
Yeah.
Pleasing, and if it's smooth, that means you're a smooth guy. And as you can see, he's pretty smooth, ladies. So hit him up.
Tap in.
But yeah, man. So let's get into it, man. Let's really let's talk about some things that I haven't seen you in like forever. Man. It's been about, I want to say, how long has it been? Like almost 4 years.
Since high school.
Since I actually seen you like face to face.
Yeah.
So what was it like, man, playing like D2, right? D2? What was that like, man, playing D2 college, your first time freshman year? What's that like? For anyone who's out there who wants, pursuing the basketball, pursuing any sports in college, what is one thing that you can share about your experience, especially since like we'll just bring it to the first day. What was the first day like?
Okay. Well, you're going up against grown men, like everyone, even at the D2 level, and we're like top 10 in the nation every year since I've been there. Like everyone there has been playing basketball most of their life. Like they're a good athlete, they can shoot, they're big. So really it just comes down to putting the work in over a long period of time. And I didn't play my freshman year. I redshirted this last year before COVID.
Okay.
And then COVID happened this year, we didn't get to play. Next year I'm looking to play, get on court. But freshman year, it was a grind, really. I'm blessed that I got to go through it. I had the opportunity to.
Working with some competitive people, man, it gets you better, especially meeting people from all around the world. So
For
I'm
sure.
sure you got some good friends. I've seen you guys on YouTube.
Right.
You got some great group of cats, bro, just chilling, having a good time. So
100%.
I definitely want to be in that environment down the road.
Right.
We'll make some videos down the road for
Right.
sure.
Yeah. One of the reasons I committed to the school I did is because of the type of people they recruit. Like, you got a really interesting, fun group of dudes, like group of characters.
You can really see that, man. I feel like you really bring it out of them too, man. You're one of the guys that just, you always been this creative gentleman.
Right.
If I want to speak down, nice and polite. He's always been very creative, guys. I remember, shooting a video. We were shooting a video on our iPhone to like help with the teachers and watching DC, and like that was the first time I ever seen. It was me, it was Nick Guidry, Jordan Baxter, and Kane. And it was us four, just, at 2 a.m. late at night. We were all going to be watching EC. We say, forget this. We're not going to be stuck in a room with some tapes and stuff. We're going to just get out.
Talk about that.
Yeah, bro. We got it. Let's talk about that, man. It's been, like, that right there is, like, one of the things why, I knew you were a good friend, you were a good dude, because, like, everything just came full circle to me. I put you, like, I put Kane, I put all my friends into a group. It's a group more. It's not just a group. It's a family. And these are the people that were helping me through my times, through my struggles. And they were just always there, always very motivating, and just very polite and very inspiring. Seeing how they came together, how we all worked together to be where we are today. And look at them right now. Like, we're recording right now off his iPhone.
Yes, sir.
I had some technical difficulties with my stuff, so like he was here to just help me out, and that's just all. That's all it's about.
Yeah.
Having great friends, and just.
The first podcast, man.
The first podcast, bro. I'm so excited. It's a blessing, dude. I've been really trying to wrap my head around it, because I bought these equipment, like all this stuff, man. I bought it just because I really wanted to, make it look aesthetically pleasing for the audience, for the people. So
that's for the interviewer. Like, I like holding this.
Yeah. Like, for me, like, I like to just
post on this level.
Yeah, and it's not even because of like the aesthetically pleasing. It's just because. I really want to share a message, especially in these podcasts. All of the episodes coming soon. I want someone to really learn from it, and try to make it easier for people to understand life, especially for the younger cats, the younger crowds. And I just can't wait, man. I can't wait to see what this podcast is gonna do, and you know, having Kane on as the first ever guest is one of the best things in the world. But yeah, let's dive deep into it, man. You believe in aliens?
I like to.
You like to?
I like to.
Okay.
I don't want to say believe, but like I really like to think. Like it's too big.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm in different states of consciousness.
Yeah, I feel that, man.
When I'm thinking on a different level. Like it's just fun to think about aliens out there, man.
But it's also kind of scary, don't you think? Like, what do you?
In
like,
some ways, yeah.
Yeah, man. Have you ever experienced or encountered a UFO or any alien sort of shit around this world, man?
You know, I really haven't, but I've heard stories, and just last week, my bro came home, and you know we're both pretty like rational people, and he's like, dude, I seen. Over like a 5-minute span, I've seen 2 large green objects in the sky just light up, like right here in Hernando County.
That's wild.
And I was like, damn, let's go for a walk. Like
yeah,
I was trying to see it.
Let's go check it out.
I'm trying to tap in with the aliens.
Yes, sir.
See what they're talking about. But
do you think like, another thing? Because you know how they have the documents coming out, and like they have some videos on TikTok. Right. Do you think within the next 5 years we're actually going to see like an actual alien? Like, do you think they're ever going to release that stuff or no?
Dude, I don't know.
No.
I don't want to put an answer, but I would love to.
I don't. It's kind of scary though, because then like
I don't know how people would react.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's another thing. There's some very. The world is crazy right now, man.
For
like,
sure.
Especially we just coming out of COVID. Like, it's been wild, man. What was it like having COVID and playing basketball over there? Like, that's another thing I wanted to ask you. That's that's man.
Unique to say the least.
Yeah.
Unique. So, like 2 or 3 different times we had to stop for a few weeks. Because like one kid on the team got COVID, someone in the athletic department got COVID. But you know, especially this last semester, we got weekends off. So our school decided not to play because we're kind of a liberal school. We got a nice medical program, so it looked, the conference that we're in let it be up to the schools. But our school said no, like we're not going to play this year. So we've just been practicing and training. We've had Saturdays, Sundays off this whole last semester. Which kind of been nice because we've talked about like what if we were just regular college students, and it's kind of felt like that. You know, we've been kind of like partying more than usual for sure.
Yeah.
It's actually gave me a chance to like start vlogging consistently
and start making some
right.
connections. Man.
Right.
You have for those who don't know, Kane had over 35 interviewers already. He already interviewed over 35 people. You know, he's been doing it for a while, and he's just starting out. But like having that number, man, that's
right.
That's a lot of things you can learn from what you did and from your first time. Like, what was it like recording your first ever podcast?
My first podcast?
Were you nervous, man? Like, what was
100% I was nervous. So I did it with my my friend Spidey, my roommate Spidey.
Shout out to Spidey one time.
Sir.
Spidey, if you're watching this, dude, I cannot wait to meet you.
Shout out Denmark.
Shout out Denmark.
Yeah, we just did it in his dorm, just audio, and you know, we were just
vibing.
Vibing, like bouncing around. Questions were coming from everywhere. Like there wasn't a string like connecting it. Like I was kind of just throwing random questions.
Yeah.
But afterwards,
I feel like those are the best ones, though, don't you think?
It depends. What you're searching for. But I think you gotta learn by doing. But afterwards, I was like, damn, I like that. You know, I'm trying to do that more. But
and
yeah,
it kind of stick because after you did one, you did another one, your second one,
right? And
then it just followed down to a routine and a set schedule, and then you started vlogging also on your YouTube. You started making little skits with your friends,
right?
And they're really funny, guys. I don't know if you guys gotta tap in. I'm gonna make sure to put them in the description below, especially my favorite video. There was this one video where you guys were just like running around off your apartments, and like you guys had to like sneak in one of you guys and do the back door.
Yeah, episode 5.
Yeah, episode 5, man. That was
10 toes down.
10 toes down. That was one of the funniest ones I ever watched, and like just like your character, like the way you played, like you guys' roles. It was just definitely something I want to be a part of. You know,
right.
10 toes down part 2.
10 toes down, baby.
Let's go. But yeah, man, it's been it's been a journey, dude, and you know, coming from where you come from, you know, we come from such a small town.
Right.
Out
in the middle of nowhere.
Out in the middle of nowhere, you know.
Yeah.
Out here in Spring Hill, Florida. hurricane was actually down by Miami, Boca Raton, right?
Florida, or Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale, okay,
right in
so-
between Miami and Boca.
Yeah, man. Have you been to South Beach yet down there? Or?
No, I haven't.
No?
Because Ubers are expensive once you start sipping.
Yeah.
We just stick to Fort Lauderdale. I have been to Miami,
Yeah.
probably twice, but we stick to Fort Lauderdale and the beach there because it's cheaper, more convenient. You know.
What's the vibes like in Fort Lauderdale, bro? I've never been. You get like a sense of like good energy.
Right, 100%. More than
Yeah.
here, 100%. It's more hustle, more people trying to hustle. A lot of testosterone in the air, you know.
Yeah, bro.
Especially on the beach, a lot of greased up dudes. Like,
You've been
walking
working
around.
out, bro. You
for
look
sure.
you look great, man.
Appreciate it, man.
You look actually amazing, bro. I see
Appreciate
you've been
it.
working. You just, for those who know, you just got done working out just recently too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm a hooper first, and really working out just helps me like
Helps your
mentally,
yeah.
100%.
That's something I got to get back into. Too.
Right, like I got to every day, or at least every day, at least 6 days a week, or else like I drive myself insane, you know.
I feel that,
Or at least
man.
go for a walk or something. Get out
in nature.
more.
Yeah, so we encourage everyone, if you're still listening, hopefully you guys, I'm sure they still are.
For sure.
They have
the real
to.
ones.
The real ones who are still listening. Make sure to go outside, man. Get you something nice to eat. Get you some nice water like Kane's sipping on right now. Definitely go experience nature for what it is, man, because it's really like all the stuff around us, you know, that's man-made stuff. This is like really, you know, it's beautiful. Nature is beautiful. Go experience it.
Facts.
That's all I have to say on that part. But another question I really wanted to ask you, if you don't mind me asking this question.
Let's do it.
What's your favorite food, man?
Favorite food?
I never really, I've known you for so many years. Like,
Yeah.
what's your go-to dish, man?
If I'm in Fort Lauderdale, I'm going Chipotle.
Chipotle all the way.
So Fritas. I'm pretty plant-based, like vegan.
Yeah, man. That's
Not
nice.
100%, but and also if I'm home cooking, bro. My brother and my mom and his girl,
Oh,
they be chefing it up, bro. And it's all like plant-based.
I'm gonna have to do a little YouTube video on that, man. To show us your little recipes and what they be cooking up.
Right. I just be chilling, like, and they be cooking up some hot dish, you know.
You just be relaxing, you know,
Yeah.
enjoying the vibes. Cause you just came. What day did you came back from Fort Lauderdale?
Just yesterday.
Just yesterday.
Yeah.
So just yesterday, guys, he just came back. You know, saw his mom, saw his family.
Yes, sir.
And then now he's here helping me out with a video for my first ever video.
Yes, sir. What's your
It's called Detox. So we're detoxing our brain.
I like it. What's your like? Let's see, a year from now.
What's my goals?
What do you want to look back and be like? Not regret that you didn't do something. So what are you trying to do?
Right now, what I'm trying to do is just to spread a positive message, man. I have a 1-year-old son.
Yeah.
He's literally like the world to me right now. I'm teaching him piano.
That's
I'm teaching
dope.
him all these like little instrument stuff because I like music. For those who don't know, I'm a musician.
Right.
And I try to be. I'm still learning. You know, taking my
Right.
time, learning to love the craft. Shout out to Nick Guidry.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my boy
Nick
Nick.
Tunes, baby.
Put me on Wicked Tunes.
Wicked Tunes.
He's been doing it for 6 years in the game. He finally been.
Oh, he's been doing 6 years.
He's been doing it for 6 years.
Oh, okay. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
He's been doing it for 6 years,
Yeah.
and he has his own beat shop now. He just got a really good,
Mhm.
chunk of money from this beat shop recently. So it's been
Fire.
he's been doing good, man. Very consistent. I'm sure he just posted a video today. I'll make sure to tag that one into the video. And also, man, you guys gotta go check him out. That's my boy. We'll definitely have him on the next podcast. But yeah, from him, like really what happened, if you want me to break it down to you, man, I came from, I used to go to St. Louis University for 2 years. And from then, it was really, the reason why I dropped out is because I had a son. My ex-girlfriend got pregnant at 19.
Right.
So my whole life changed completely, man.
Right.
It was a whole
I can't
different,
imagine.
it was a whole different experience.
Yeah.
And, what I learned from that, coming from a young kid, drinking every day, smoking every day,
Mhm.
I always had goals and, like, I always wanted to do something great. I always wanted to create a clothing brand. That was my big thing, create a clothing brand, create something that I can leave behind so I can, for my family members, like my little brother or my son now, can have a little piece of me, man. That's really why I started this YouTube. That's really why I wanted to, start talking to people, because I feel like, talking to people, I can learn something for myself. And I can go back and I can always like all right, this is where my head's been now. Like I can only imagine from a year from now, like where it's going to be at. But this is not my main goal is really not to make money off of this. I'm not going to be making any money off of this episode.
Not anytime soon.
Not anytime soon.
Right.
So my main goal right now is just to take care of my little one, take care of my family. Get better for myself.
Right.
I'll be an electrician very soon. I don't know if I told you.
Fire.
That.
Yeah,
I'll
you
be going to trade. So right now I'm just having fun, man. Just taking the time to really just have fun with this, and you know, see what happens. That's the one thing.
Why not?
Why not? Just try it out.
Why not?
And so far, I'm fucking loving it, bro. I'm loving this. This energy is great, bro. Like just being here. Being here with my boy Kane is literally just a blessing, man. I haven't, like I said, guys, I haven't seen this man in years. And like, as you can see, the chemistry, the energy, you know, the vibes are just perfect, man.
Yes, sir.
It's been crazy. But yeah, man. Another thing I wanted to ask you, bro. This is like one of the topics I wanted to ask was, you know, what is, like, for a religious standpoint? Are you really into, like, are you religious? Like, do you believe in, like, a higher being? Like,
no, I'm not. I don't go to church.
Yeah, because I don't go to church either.
Right. I never did growing up. My parents never did.
Same.
I don't know. Like
what?
I think I spent a lot of time studying religion.
Yeah.
Like when I was 15, 16, I went through this period of being like an atheist. I'm like, oh, there's no way there's a God.
Yeah.
But now I see the upside of someone who is religious, especially, you know, I like reading a lot of history, and a lot about mythologies, about what people believe in and stuff. But I see the good part of like a community, going somewhere every Sunday with people you trust. But you know, everything kind of gets corrupted by humans after a long time.
Very true, but it's very controversial too.
Right.
There's so many different, you know, religions and like how they operate, especially a church. You go to church, you know, different churches you go to, it's not all the same. And, you know, and just to piggyback on what you just said, you know, you do a lot of reading.
Right.
You know, what's your favorite book, man? Like, what's the go-to, like, you recommend for everyone to listen to, everyone to listen or to read to?
There's too many to name, but I'll give a few. So actually, when I deleted all my social media for that year, or actually since high school, I picked up a reading habit. So I've read over 150 books since high school, mostly nonfiction. But my go-to books, I like the Naval Almanack. That's free too. Just Google that. It's free. It's about building wealth, happiness, health, and happiness. Because like, what's more important than being wealthy, healthy, and happy?
Yeah, that's the three main things.
Right,
man.
that's the three main things.
That's all you need.
Yeah, another one I would say is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius.
Well, I got to read that one.
Yeah, 100%. So Marcus Aurelius was a Roman philosopher king. A philosopher king is what they called it. And Meditations is really just his journal, like his notebook, and it got published after he died. And it's a school called Stoicism, which is a philosophy. I wish I could explain it a little bit better.
No, man, dude, it's perfect, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, what you said about that, because like me, my little brother, we're just now playing like God of War right now. So we're trying to figure out with like philosophy. We're trying to get into like astrology. We're trying to get into everything and learn more about, you know, what was left behind when we weren't even here.
Right.
You know, so it's good with what you're saying, especially in regards to like that meditation book. Like I need that right now. I'm trying
100%.
to learn how to meditate, especially with my brain. Like, you know, I operate in a very fast pace. I'm just trying to slow everything down. So, you know, if you can leave some tips. I know you've been like that too, man.
For sure.
You've been writing in your journal, like you mentioned. You don't mind if you want to bring it out to show like your little journal.
It's just normal.
It's a nice journal, man.
I can't remember if it was gifted to me, but
explain.
I'm really writing whatever. It doesn't have to be right here. That's what I've been recently.
Yeah.
So, really just notes, thoughts, what I want to do. I use it, for content, I use it for, I get in modes of like creating, so I don't, sometimes, like right now, I don't want to create too much. That's not my primary focus. More right now is to learn. But when I am, like, I usually keep like a running list of like videos I want to make, or like people who I might want to interview. It just helps me just write things down. Like, it helps just get it out of your head, like, and so you can focus on that thing. But people. Well, back to Meditations. It's his journal, so it's really him. Just like, it's a lot of reminders to himself. It's like an operating system. So like, one of them is like, I would say, read it. The book does a better job than me, but the one thing is, the main thing to come out of it is you can only control your thoughts and your actions. Everything else, what people think of you, doesn't matter. And everything 100 years from now, nothing really that you're gonna do is gonna matter too much. People are gonna forget your name one day. Just like you can't name somebody who lived in the mines. You can't name a school teacher who was in the Mayan Empire or in the Aztec or any empire. So you might as well focus on your happiness, your family, just living a good life, not living a life worrying about how many people like you, like playing the office game, just playing the right game.
That's something a lot of people, they don't really understand that. So I think this book would be perfect for them.
Right.
Especially if it sounds interesting already. I'm definitely gonna be tapping into that book.
Right.
What's one thing that you really take away besides that? Like, what's one thing that you applied it to your everyday schedule? You said that you had a journal. As you can see, you have your own journal.
Right.
I feel like, what is one thing that you really took away that you've seen that you can apply it to this everyday world that we're in, man?
Just question your thoughts, question what you believe in, why you believe in. That's probably the main thing.
Yeah.
Find out what really matters, focus on that, live in the moment. Just stuff like that,
Sure,
yeah.
Just have fun, basically. Just have fun.
Right.
And, always set goals for yourself. That's another thing that I would say, if coming from me, always have a set goal. Always keep pushing for the next thing, because the world is crazy. You're only how old are you?
22.
I'm only 22. And we're really we're just living on the planet right now. We're living on this sphere that we don't really know much about.
Right. We're monkeys on a rock.
We really
in
are.
space.
Exactly,
floating.
bro.
Don't take yourself too seriously.
Yeah, man. Like, have fun with your life. Really.
Right.
That's one thing I can say to you guys, is really have fun with your life. Don't be stressed out about this world. Don't be stressed out about your relationship, man. That stuff doesn't really matter. What really matters is you, and how you want to see yourself in the next years, or how your kids or your families want to see yourself in the next few years. You guys got to leave a legacy behind. And that's something that I want everyone to start doing, trying to change the way the world is, man. It's so corrupt, dude.
Right.
And it's so nice to have genuine people like my boy Kane, on here. So it's crazy. But if you want to ask, I know you do a podcast also. So if you want to ask some questions, feel free, man. Ask me some questions.
Oh.
This is the question time. I know we haven't catched up in a minute.
Yeah. What's your fitness, like your lifestyle? What have you been trying to get back into?
So right now I'm getting right. So let me bring it back, man. I used to do football. I used to do wrestling.
Yeah.
All through high school. I injured my hand my senior year, so I was getting fat. So I had a cast on. So I remember I used to work out at 4:30 in the morning before school, take a shower at freaking Anytime Fitness just to go to school and then live my day. So I was always into fitness my whole life.
Right.
I felt like once I became a dad, it fell off,
right.
man. We got the dad bod, you really didn't have time.
Right.
And now that he's much older, he's 1 year old, I really want to get back into it.
Right.
Just not really more of just like bodybuilding. My main goal back then was just bodybuilding. Now it's like
Just be healthy.
nutrition, just eating healthy.
Have energy.
Have energy, exactly.
Right.
Don't really worry about if I'm the biggest person, or whatever it is.
Just
be healthy, man. That's what I try to do with my little brother. We go on runs every once in a while, right now I can't lift, my hands are a little banged up, but we always try to go after it, man, every day, because once you start doing that, man, your brain just feels better. The way you live in your life feels better. You have more motivation to do things. You're not as tired. Especially the food. What is your diet right now? What is the diet they put you on at your college?
We have a lot of freedom, so they trust us. Our coaches trust us, but we have help there available if we need to. But my diet is I'm pretty plant-based, like I said. I try to eat a lot of veggies.
What's your go-to veggie? Mine's broccoli, bro. I gotta, broccoli's my...
Broccoli?
Yeah, I love it, bro.
I like greens. I like salad, mixing them, cooking with some onions, cooking some mushrooms. That's my go-to dish if I'm solo cooking.
Onions, mushrooms?
Onions, mushrooms, some tempeh, which is tofu.
Okay.
Mixed with some salad and some good dressing, and a protein shake.
That's
the
staple.
Yeah. And that's something that should be more consistent, because
I feel like you should have a salad every meal, bro, even for breakfast, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta get your greens.
You gotta get your veggies, and if you're still listening,
if you're still listening, man,
I'm okay with telling you that I get a little too high sometimes, and I get the munchies, bro.
Yeah,
and
bro.
the diet goes out the window. The normal diet.
Yeah, man. What is your go-to munchies?
We got a Wawa close by where we live, man. They've taken thousands of dollars from me. Quesadillas, bro.
Yo, quesadillas slaps, bro. They slap.
Slap.
Bro. I agree.
Yeah.
I used to get this I used to get this cheeseburger like fucking sandwich, bro. It was crazy. Like that.
Where from?
From Wawa.
Okay.
It was called like a tripleta or some shit.
Okay.
Bro. And it was banging, bro.
Wawa's
It was
fire,
it was the
bro.
best thing I ever had. And I don't know if they sell it now, but Wawa's been on a come up, dude. They're opening it up all around. You know, they're adding new ingredients,
Right.
not new ingredients, they're adding new foods.
Right.
And it's making me, bro. You make me hungry. I'm
Right.
gonna go get some Wawa after this or
Dude,
something.
Wawa's probably took like $10,000 from me and my homies, man.
Damn, bro.
We're gonna come get you.
Shout out to Wawa.
Yes, sir.
Maybe sponsor my boy Kane near soon.
Yeah, tap in Wawa, and they got gas and their restaurant. They're a smart business
It is,
model.
man. And it's like open 24 hours.
It's like a hangout here in Hernando County.
It
It's
really
like Wawa. If you like, I drive by like whenever, and there's
Right there
people
on,
out there.
Right there on 50.
Yeah.
They're just chilling, living life,
Right.
bro, eating their food. They got little tables outside. And,
Right, maybe a few meth heads, but
it's
that's
all right.
part of Hernando County.
It's all right. They're just eating some freaking quesadillas, man.
Right.
Got some sandwiches. They're just chilling.
Yeah.
They'll say hi to you if you want them to, you know.
Yeah,
They're just enjoying their Wawa food. Man.
100%. So who are you? What's the next 5 people you want to interview?
I'm shouting them out right now. So the next 5 people, we got my boy Mikey Custard. This is my boy. I used to go to college with him. His name is actually John Michael. So
Yeah.
we have the same first name. So I
Wow.
thought it was dope. Right now he's really big into gaming. So I definitely want to tap in on that with him. And then my next one, it got to be my go-to, Nick Gidry. This is the guy who showed me. He taught me. He's like, I look at him as like a master, bro. Like if you can really like, I look at him as like the grand master, bro. Like bringing it back to like back in the days, bro. Like he really is the one who's very quiet, right? But when he says something, it sticks.
Right.
So when he said something to me, when I made this one song, right? And I was just doing the beats, right? And I'm over here thinking, wow, this shit's amazing. I'm getting such great feedback from like my friends, my family. Like this could really be a hit. I'm like, Nick, yo, I'm gonna figure out how to do this business shit, and we're gonna take this off. We're gonna go all the way to fucking the moon with this shit. And then he just looked at me. He's like, sat me down. You gotta take your time to learn how to learn the craft.
Right.
Ever since he did that, man, it's been a blessing because once he said that, I took my time trying to teach myself how to play piano, trying to teach myself how to play guitar.
Right.
Not only that, I'm teaching my younger son how to play, and everything just kind of fell into place. And I felt like I was rushing things too much, and it wasn't organic.
Right.
It was really just.
Right.
So yeah, big thanks to Nick. Man.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure to always put his shit inside the description.
Facts.
And then my next one is
His beat be smack.
yeah, his beats do be smacking, bro. You got some of your beats on your YouTube.
Yeah, at
bro.
least 3 videos, I think.
Yeah, bro. We gotta start. We all gotta make a fucking song, even if it's like fucked up.
Fuck yeah, let's do it,
just
let's
go,
do it. Hell yeah.
just start like screaming in
I'll
this
show
shit.
some bars.
Hell yeah, bro. I know Nick be singing too, bro.
Yeah.
On the down low. He don't be telling nobody, but I want him
Fire.
to definitely come out, bro. He sings really good. So yeah, next one gotta be my third one has to be my boy Liddy NXT, my boy Nate. He's from Barbados.
Mm-hmm.
So I met this cool man at St. Louis University, and he literally came in from Barbados, dude. I don't know if you know that shit, but it's like not even from the United States. So he has his accent, he's cool, and we're just chilling. There's one thing. We all went to Busch Gardens as like a group, whatever.
Yeah.
And like we're all just chilling, bro. We're high as fuck, drunk as hell. It's fucking hollow scream. We're just chilling, having a good time at night, and out of nowhere, this man goes, "Shikra at night," and that shit stick, bro, for the rest of the remaining of the year. And like ever since then, like he's just been such a great like individual. If you guys want to go check him out, also down below, Liddy NXT. I'll make sure to put the description. Right now, he does videos. He does like kind of videos like this, but he be talking to the females, man.
Right.
He be going up to them and be like, "Yo, how can I slide into a girl's DM?" Or like little stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like little tips on like
Entertaining
videos, man. And he's definitely one of the guys I definitely want you to meet because he has his way of words where he can like just boost your energy, man. Like, you could be having the worst day of your life, man, and he'll be telling you like, "What you working on now? Let's talk about some ideas," and like just kind of just boosts you up. So
Yeah.
that'll be another good conversation. And he likes to smoke, bro. He be smoking all the time, so.
If I was a college athlete, I'd be cheaper.
And like,
don't send this to my coaches.
yeah, right. Don't. That's another thing I want to ask too, because like smoking, a lot of people don't really understand. Like, there could be benefits from smoking.
100%.
And then there's people who smoke 10 times like all day, every day, and
Right.
they're not going anywhere with their life. So
Yeah.
it depends on how you use it.
Right. I'm all about freedom of choice.
Yes, sir.
You don't want to tell someone else how to live. Like back to religion, like you can be whatever religion you want to be, but don't preach to another person that what they should be doing.
Very true, bro. Definitely just keep doing your thing, and that's one thing that I wanna learn how to get into, because I suffered from like drinking too much and smoking too much, man. I was drinking and driving my life away, and me having a kid, that was very wasn't smart, man.
Right.
It wasn't a smart decision. So I've been sober for about like 5 months now, and what I learned is like ever since I took that initiative to just cut it out, it turned into what I'm doing right now.
Right.
Man. Like it changed my whole life,
Right.
my whole perspective, and it's just really applying what you truly want in life.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of spending your money on fucking $20 nicotine things, or
Right.
a case of beer, or going out to clubs, you can spend your money on some equipment, and start doing
Right.
something with it. So it's just
Right.
prioritizing, what you really want.
And there'll
in
be
life.
time for that too.
Exactly.
There'll be time for
It's
that.
time for celebration.
Right.
I feel like right now we're in the off season, bro. It's
The
freaking J.
off-season.
Cole. We're freaking
What
grinding
an
right
album.
now. Yeah,
What
sure.
an
Shout
album.
out to J. Cole, man.
Goats.
The
The
goat.
goats.
I know shout out. So bring it back to Nick Guidry, bro. So Nick,
I got a story too after.
yeah,
this.
Nick put me
About
on
J.
to
Cole.
J. Cole. He sent me this one documentary, man, and it was about the Dreamville, yeah, and then the whole like the off season. And ever since he sent me that documentary, like that's when everything started just taking off, bro. So yeah, shout out to Nick.
So me and my boy Spidey,
Yeah,
who I did the first podcast with,
shout out to Spuddy.
and we were roommates my freshman year. We both kind of look pretty similar, same height. And I remember he's from Europe, so I was like, I wonder how this socially will work. I remember, but the first day, like we were moving all stuff, driving to Walmart, talking about music,
Walmart's the
like
best
just trying to
place.
get, trying to get to know each other. Like, who's your favorite artist?
He be playing guitar too, right?
Oh yeah.
I seen
We're
that.
musically, we musically like motivate each other a little
Especially
bit,
in you guys' house. Right.
Right.
You got a piano,
Right.
guitar.
We always be talking about what more instruments. Like
Yes.
you got didgeridoo, little drum.
That's dope, bro. I gotta come
Tap
up.
in, bro.
I got you, man. Once I get
For
this
sure.
car, and definitely gonna be going for a lot of
For
those.
sure,
I have to.
100%. But I remember we started talking about music. He's like, I asked him, he asked me, I can't remember. But we both said J. Cole, and we're like, okay, we're chilling. We're about to be cool. We're about to be cool.
J. Cole's the
I
goat.
love
man.
J. Cole.
And what's another one of your favorite artists, man? Like, what is your song that you listen to right now?
Right now?
Yeah. Like, you can just tap in. You can look at your phone.
I
if you
listen
need
to a lot of Money Man lately, but
Money
last week I've been listening to Language, Brent Fayez.
Yeah.
That shit goes hard. It's
I
like
gotta
it's
send
more
that.
of a soul song.
I like that.
But I like a lot of hustle music. I love Nipsey Hussle. I love J. Cole. I love Money Man. I try not to hate on I try not to hate on any musicians,
Yeah, of
especially
course.
because people like to hate on Drake or like certain type of rap, and I'm like, they're just
doing their
showing
thing, yeah.
themselves,
They're
you
just-
know.
Because really, what it's what I learned from creating music myself is like, you're not creating music for someone else. You're really just creating it for yourself.
Yeah,
So
that's how it should be.
So trying to make
Right.
music for someone and trying to fit into this genre or criteria that you're already seeing right now, it's not going to work. It's really just not going to work. So if you just keep doing what you want to do and just say fuck it, you're going to be successful, 100%. And that's how I see it.
Right. How has having a baby changed your routine?
Man,
Do you go to sleep and wake up at a different time than before?
Oh man, so yeah, bro. Like I would, so bring it back when having a kid is wild, man. It's honest, it's a blessing, it really is. But that first week, you can never get your shit together.
Wow.
Man. Everything's a mess. Your whole house is just trash.
Right.
You're trying to take care of this little human being, not knowing really what to do because they don't really prepare you, man. Nobody. You would never be prepared when you have a kid. You never be prepared. You don't know what to expect, dude. And it's the people can try to prepare you and try to tell you this, but it's never like if your freaking son shits on you, like what you gonna do about that?
Read
You know
a
what I'm
book,
saying?
a how-to, you
Yeah,
can't read a
how to,
how-to.
say like your spouse is out there cooking in the kitchen, like you got shit all over you, then you got your baby just like in the thing, like you gotta wipe yourself first, and then it's everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
But going into now that he's 1.5, and I really taught him how to really be his own little person, his own little man. So he's been very easy with me. He's been ever since I started teaching him music, dude. He's been very like structured. And so
Yeah.
I keep him on a set schedule, keep him on a structure. He's very easy, and being that like he's easier now for me, I feel like now I have more ability to do what I want for myself. So like my time that usually I really go to bed. I try to go to bed at least like at like 10, 11, 12 at night, bro.
Gotcha.
You know, that's like the worst because like really every time I'm going to bed at that time, I'm really just watching like really just podcasts, you know,
Right.
other things. That's like me time, you know.
Right.
And then I wake up around like 9 o'clock every morning, bro. So I try to just keep it, you know, a set schedule.
Right.
So like even if I go to bed, it's crazy. Even if I go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll still wake up at 9 o'clock. It's crazy. I don't know why, bro. It's just how it is.
Baby, change your life probably.
Yes, sir.
In more ways than like you probably even explained.
Yeah, man. And do you want to have kids one day?
Yeah, but not anytime soon.
No,
bro.
yeah, brother. Don't. I highly recommend. You're on a good path right now, especially with what you're doing, man. You got it. You know,
Appreciate it, bro.
It's not the. I feel like God gave me a baby, for the God that I believe in.
Right.
Gave me a kid to like really, you know, tighten up and shape up. Because I was such a hothead in college, bro. Like I really thought I was the shit.
Right.
And I was so very materialistic, and I feel like ever since then, bro, like, you know, I had to start from ground one. I had to, you know, get my own apartment. I had to, you know, raise a kid, take care of two individuals in the household, you know,
Right.
pay for everything. It's been so that really humbles
Right.
the fuck out of you, man.
Right.
Like it really does.
Right.
And I'm just glad I did, man. This guy's, you got to meet him, bro. He's a little prodigy, bro. You're gonna love him. He's gonna be playing his little piano and shit.
Right. Just going back to like Stoicism, one of the things I like in Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, but one of the phrases is Latin. It's called amor fati. I think is how you pronounce it. So I mean, it translates to love of fate. So just love like everything that happens to you. Fate. Some people call it fate. Some people call it God. But the same word means similar things. Like, but just love whatever happens to you because it happened to you. Like you can't change it. You can't change it.
And it happened to you for a reason.
Right.
You just got to figure that reason out.
Right.
That's something that it took me a while, man. Because when I first had a kid, you know, I was only 19, and I was very like, you know, all my friends didn't have kids at 19. So
Nobody, right? Especially today's age.
Especially, yeah. And I was very like, you know, kind of like, I came from like being this very social kid to being just not on the planet anymore.
Right.
You know, just focus on this one little human being, which is great, man. I'm glad I went through the path I did. But at first, man, I was very like I was like set down. Like I was like, man, like everyone's gonna hate me, bro. Like they're not gonna really treat me the same way I treat them because I have a kid now. They're gonna look at me differently.
Right.
And then it came to a point in my life where I just said, fuck all that. Like, who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? Like this is a blessing. You know, like having this child is really beautiful. So. It's been a rocky moment. I'm gonna throw this shit out.
It's all good.
All right, but yeah, man. Routine is good. Right now, I'm gonna be working out soon once my hands heals and everything up. I'm gonna be definitely working out. You know, you're gonna see a lot more self-love, self-care.
Right.
You know, within the next couple of years. That's really what I really got to focus on, and definitely gonna be tapping into that book that you're mentioning too.
Right.
I want to read that, man. That's very interesting, especially the Latin words. Yeah, I love Latin words, bro. I be putting, like, some of the videos I put out. For those who don't know, I put out videos on YouTube. It's called Dark Room. And really, that's just my first ever, like, trial and error YouTube page. I'm putting whatever I want out there.
Right, why not?
Whether it's beats, cooking videos, stuff that I have planned in the future with my friends, like Kane and everything. You know, and, like, recently I've just been making videos and songs.
I'll make sure it's still recording.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're
still
good,
going. We're still in. Nah, you're good, bro. I keep forgetting it's there, to be honest with you, bro. It's just like we're so into our conversation. We're locked in. Yeah. And I forgot what I was saying. What's that?
What about your YouTube channel?
Oh yeah, YouTube channel. Let's go. So I made it. Really, it's not really for me to like flex that I have a YouTube channel. I really made it for my son.
Right.
I really made it for something that he can look back on and watch what his dad was doing in the future. Especially my little brother too. The process, right? Trying to leave a little legacy behind. That's the main goal.
Now that I've been vlogging or making videos more, and like it is kind of awkward, especially when I first started like recording, because it doesn't feel authentic when you're talking on camera. But when you go back and look at it, it's like, damn, I wish I would have been doing it like in high school. I wish I'd been doing stuff in high school, having videos of like what my game day was like. So just getting over that hurdle of like recording and talking, as far as vlogging and like putting out content, like you say, for yourself.
Yeah, like that's really what it is. Like you said, you know, it's really taking back on the two books that you mentioned, man. It's really just about you. Yeah. You know, this world is really about you. So, and like, that's all you really need to know right now. It's like you just gotta focus on you, and that's the biggest message. I'm gonna put. I don't even know what the title of this message. You know, focus on you.
Few titles.
Few titles.
Few titles.
Yeah, and it's gonna be. It's just back to what you were saying though. When you were saying like it wasn't really organic, you know, you felt like it wasn't organic. But once you actually start watching it, you're like, damn, like you missed out on like opportunities for yourself because you like watching yourself because it's something that you can learn. You can see how far you come.
100%.
So yeah, man, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
And like how many videos, like how many, what is it like? That's another thing, being a little YouTube vlogger, you know, setting up the script. Like, let's get down into it, bro. What is that thought process like? Because you got a whole group of people.
Oh, right.
How do you get everyone to just, you know,
are you talking about like the episodes or like vlogs or in general?
The episode.
Okay,
bro. So let's dive into let's go in behind the scenes of 10 Toes Down.
10 Toes Down, baby.
What was it like setting that up, man? Like what was the thought process?
So about a year ago, I started thinking like, I like skits. I've always liked Key and Peele, the show. I've always loved Chappelle Show, YouTube skits, and I know like content is like in 10 years from now, content is going to be more of an industry than it is now. Everyone spends all day on their phones. Like that's where money's to be made, especially as things get automated, like computers and AI and all that stuff. But I started thinking about skits, and I was like, I've always like cracked jokes and like being funny, and like I guess it's a way for me to deal with things.
You always been a funny guy.
Right. So it just came up like 10 Toes Down. The first one was all that was in my mind. I didn't have a 5 because we ended up doing 5 little skits, and like it's kind of like a story.
Yeah.
And on the last one we got that you're talking about, we got our whole team, and like everyone on the team was on the skit. But it started a year ago. I was like, because people be like flexing on 10 Toes Down, like on Instagram or IG, like I'd be saying in the first episode.
Yeah.
Man, you ain't 10 toes down. Like, but everyone be like, like it's a flex, you know? Like, oh, I'm 10 toes down. Like, but it's like, who isn't? Unless you were born with conditioned no toes. Like, unless you were 9 toes down.
Unless you got only like 6 toes,
6 toes,
or 5 toes. Like,
yeah, no one be flexing like they 6 toes down. But it's like everyone's 10 toes down. But like at the same time, I see like it is a cool thing to say. So I see both sides. I see I like making fun of it, but I also like saying it. So I made a skit with my boy Mike and Spidey. I approached Spidey first. I think it was Spidey. So I was like, I got this little skit that I want you to help out with maybe, and also Mike, who's the other main character.
Shout out to Mike.
YMN Mike, baby.
Let's go.
But I was like, because Mike is my boy from freshman year. We all came in together.
Yeah. Freshman year probably was crazy for you, man.
Right, it was unique. Like,
yeah.
I didn't talk a lot. I was kind of just like notes to the grind.
Yes, sir. You were locked in, you were focused. But yeah, back to the story. Back to Mike being in the video and Spidey.
Yeah, and I sent him a text with like the plot, the idea, and he's like, "Bet, let's do it." He's like, "I'm with it," and so we made it. And it's kind of funny because
now was it all like a script, or was it just like
It was a story, not a script. It was about, the first one was 50-50 with improv and a script. Like I had a few things I wanted to be said.
Yeah.
And they really helped me out with like recording camera angles, because we recorded off an iPhone 7, like the first one. Like and I love how shitty the quality is looking back on it now. Yeah. It just makes it better. But I remember while we were recording it, bro, like Spidey was like his energy was kind of bad. He's like, "Oh, this is gonna suck. Like, I can't believe Kane's doing this."
Yeah.
You know. But once I edited it in like post production with Mike and showed him, he's like, "Oh, this is funny. This is really funny."
So Spidey had doubts, man.
Right, he had doubts. Like I think he was about the way he acted too. Like, because it's kind of cheesy. Like everyone. Like I'm not the best actor.
Of course.
Mike's really good. Shout out Mike.
Shout out to Mike.
But we've gotten better since. But anyways, so that was the first semester in October, and then in January, like people were asking me like, "Yo, when's the second episode come out?" I was like, "Shit, I don't know, bro. I just want to do one, you know." But I always had in the back of my mind for the second episode, I wanted to be out the mud. Like, you didn't get it out the mud. Like, yeah, I did. No, you didn't.
Yeah, bro.
Like, you gotta make a skit. So that was the second one, and then like other teammates were like, "Yo, I'm trying to be in a skit." So it just snowfalled, man.
It just built up after that, and then you're pretty much conducting a group of your friends, really just coming into and helping you out.
Right, they helped me out.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly. And it's not really your like set schedule. You're just having fun with it, bro. Really, that's what it is. You're just having fun with your friends.
Because most days, like it would be after a practice, so or weights too. So weights in a practice.
Yeah.
Plus schoolwork. I'm not paying. Like I didn't pay anybody. You know, like they're just helping me, and like. Now it's like funny to talk about, you know. I feel like we fuck with each other more because because of it in a way.
You feel like you brought everybody together more.
And something to joke about, like something to talk about, like no other teams making skits, bro.
Yeah, fuck no, they're not, bro. And you guys did. I like when you recorded, your little soccer game too, when you were versing the girls' soccer team. You guys don't even play soccer, bro. You guys are freaking basketball players. Like, the way you guys, your chemistry with each other, it was great, bro.
Right,
the energy was crazy.
Right. That's what I'd be thinking. If we could pay a producing team just to like record us. I don't know if our coaches we want to stay focused on basketball.
Yeah.
But if we like a last chance you type thing, I really feel like we could boom because we got some characters.
We do.
Shout out Matt, my roommate for recording us that soccer game.
Shout out to Matt. Yeah, bro. Then what was the one guy? So tell me how you slowed it down and you were dapping up this one dude.
Oh.
And you missed his dap, and then you put it the little thing.
Yeah, my fault, Dylan.
Yeah, my fault. Bro, I was dead.
So first of all, I didn't even see him.
I know, I bet you.
I was taking off.
You had the bucket hat on.
I had everything. I had the fake Louis Vuitton shades on. Eye drip. Like we got dripped up for that game. But that was my boy Dylan, Dallas's brother who plays on the team.
Yeah.
Killer, short white kid. Both of them are like real disciplined, cool people. So he was just giving me a high five because I was running out the sidelines to take my stuff off. I didn't even peep him, bro. I just I was taking my hat off.
Shout out to Dylan.
And then I was watching the video. I was like, damn, my fault, Dylan. Let me put that in there.
I always thought that was very, very funny, man. Because the way you do your videos, you don't have a lot of experience, man. You don't
zero. Started with zero.
And the way you make it, you slow it down.
Right.
You make it funny. You put some music in there. You're really just doing whatever the fuck you want, and that's the best way to do it, man. It's trial and error, figure out what you like, and even though you feel like it's not the best, someone's gonna love it, someone's gonna enjoy it. So I loved it, bro. I fucking enjoyed that video. I thought it was funny as hell. The other videos you guys have, it's just crazy, man. Just seeing how you guys work together, just to put some content out, just to not really to inform people, but really just to show entertain, man. Just have a good ass time.
Right.
But there are also some freaking just attack me,
all
bro.
These flies, bro.
Mother Nature, dude. Got the freaking lizards out here.
Gators. What were you saying though?
But yeah, bro, just seeing how you guys interact with each other, bro. It's honestly it's beautiful, dude. And I definitely gotta come see you guys. I gotta meet everyone. I gotta meet Spidey. Gotta meet Mike. Gotta meet Dylan. Sorry, Dylan. We gotta meet Dylan. We gotta meet everybody.
Right.
Got some bugs on me.
It is. It's a fun group of guys to be part of for sure, and it's we talk a lot of shit during practice, especially when we play against each other. A lot. If it was an outsider and they're just watching us practice, they might be like, oh, these dudes might not mess with each other off the court. But it's after one team always loses, of course.
Yep.
So there's a 30-minute period, or maybe even a 15-minute period where no one talks to each other, dead serious, talking shit the whole day during practice.
Yeah.
But after about 15 minutes, it's all right, so what are we doing tonight,
What you eating?
Yeah,
what you
trying to go get some grill,
yeah,
kick it. So I feel I'm just grateful to be a part.
And one of the things, have you noticed your improvement in the game recently from being in Nature Coach to going to college level?
100%. Yeah. I feel like I've honestly gotten better as a player in college than I did in high school, from freshman to senior in high school. I actually did a postgraduate year after Nature Coast in Tampa. Shout out to Coach Holmes. And then there. But yeah, I feel like I've gotten better. I've gotten stronger, quicker, smarter. And I've also slowed down. It's kind of fun to go back and play at the high school with those guys.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm LeBron out there, because I can control the pace. Especially playing against our dudes in college every day. I feel like it has to,
Yeah, because they're very competitive, man. People all around the world just come to play in one team, and that school that you go to, your school is beautiful, man.
Right.
I wish it's beautiful.
Can't complain.
It's a beautiful school.
Right.
And it's so crazy how it's the same. It's the Shark, man. It's the same logo as Nature Coach, so it's that's even meant to be. Yeah,
meant to be a shark, I guess. That's fate.
Because you're hungry, bro. You're always hungry for the next thing.
Yes, sir.
It's what's another? I wanted to ask you now. What's one piece of advice you can give to a younger kid, in high school, or, have goals to be going just to even play at a college level? What's one advice you have for him? How should
college basketball player?
Yeah,
aspiring
for an aspiring college basketball player.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll start with that because I'm sure.
Right.
Well, we'll start with that because my little brother right now he's getting into, he just finished up track, right?
Right.
And I wanted to really get him, because I really feel like this man can go freaking D1 football, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see him when he comes in. You're going to see, like, who he is, just how he acts. It's not even just his looks and, like, how he performs. It's just how dedicated he is. Like, when we're playing a game, bro, like, he won't stop until, like, he beats me. Like, he's very competitive.
Yeah.
And when we work out together, you know, he's always, like, trying to do the next best thing. You know, he's always trying to keep improving on himself. So, and he's smart as fuck, bro. I feel like this man could go to Harvard if he wanted to. You know, he's taking some college courses. Not college. He's taking some high school courses, and he's only 13. So it's like, he's taking the Spanish one right now. He did that all by himself. So the stuff we're taking in, like, senior, junior year, he's taking it right now in 7th grade. So, you know, what is one piece of advice you can give to him or give to some other people who are watching this also?
Well, what worked for me was honestly being honest with myself, how good I can be, and working hard, and playing, like, whatever sport it is, like, play competitively, play against people who are better than you, have a routine, have a schedule. That's pretty much it. Yeah, just it's not pretty, or it's not easy, but it's simple but not easy.
Yeah, that's very true, man. It's not, because hard work, bro. Hard work shows. Like, when you're putting in, you're gonna get some you're gonna see your hard work that you put in, you know.
Yeah.
And down the road. So I guess, yeah, man, that's great. That's a great piece of advice.
Yeah.
Just figure out
the routine.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. These flies are like throwing me off topic, man. They're just flying everywhere, bro. Showing me some love, or something.
First episode, baby. 10 years from now, where are you gonna be?
10 years from now?
Yeah.
You know, my goals that I have for myself is really just to, you know, I'm starting small, man. I really, like, the next goal for me that I want to start off is, like, I want to be living in St. Pete. You know, I'm going to be doing my electrical stuff down there, set up my shop, my studio, so everything I need for myself in St. Pete.
Yeah.
The energy there is just crazy, man. And my sister lives there right now. But from then on, dude, I feel like I'm going to be everywhere, bro. I feel like I'm going to be traveling the world, you know, and just really experiencing what this world has to offer, because, you know, that's the person I am. I want to see everything, dude. I want to engage with every single person if I can, you know, and I just see where it goes. Yeah. Like, I'm not one, I do think about 10 years from now, but I'm always, like, now, like, my mind just, like, shifted into just thinking about, like, day by day. Right. Just taking it slow, just starting. Right. Yeah, 10 years from now, I hope to have a fucking Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope to have something, some toys, something fun. You know, like, I hope to, you know, hopefully, like, all the hard work that we're both putting in, you know, we can definitely put off in 10 years.
Wait for the truck.
Yeah.
Audio. There's always audio struggles in the road to whatever you want to do if you're in this field. But yeah, another thing that I read recently that I really loved, it was in a book called Tribe of Mentors, which I honestly recommend to anyone, because I'm at this point of, like, creating content where, like, I just need to take a step back. Just wait for what I want to do next, not try to, like, push the issue. So I've been reading more. So Tribe of Mentors, I forgot who it was. I like flipping through it. There's like, I think it's like 150 different people, different fields, across all fields, but the top performers, the elite of every field. So there's, like, chefs, there's athletes, there's venture capitalists, angel investors, tech people, stand-up comedians, actors, everything.
It's like everything.
Yeah,
everything that you, like, you're inspired to do something.
Life advice from all these people.
That's beautiful, man.
So, but one of the pieces of advice I read was this was for, like, an aspiring person, like someone young, probably someone watching this, is to not focus 8 years from now. Don't focus 8 years from now. Focus the next 8 days. Have a great next 8 days. And that's honestly something I could say, like, an aspiring college basketball player, someone like who's in my shoes. Don't worry too much about where you're gonna play college at. Have a great next 8 days or a great next 5 minutes. Focus on what you can do, like today.
That's a good piece of advice. Like, generally, like, that's crazy. Like, kind of piggyback off what I said too. Like, how it's just really just trying to stay true to yourself and really just focus on the next couple of days.
Right.
Like, you know?
That's what made me think about it.
Yeah, man. What's so? All the stuff that Kane put in, we're gonna be putting all the books and stuff down below, so you guys can check it out. Whether it's on Apple or not Apple, whether it's on Apple, Amazon, we'll definitely put it in because I definitely want to read all these.
And if you want to read books, thriftbooks.com has cheap used books. It's like $3-4, and I also have a Kindle. I'm like a reading nerd kind of.
Dude, I love
especially
that,
for a hooper.
Yeah.
With someone in my shoes, but yeah.
I love that, bro. So the book I've been reading right now,
Atomic Habits, right?
Atomic Habits.
Yeah, I've read that one. Yeah.
Atomic Habits is good. I haven't
Great book.
finished it. I
Great
got
book.
one for Tay. You remember Tay?
Yeah.
I bought it. He actually likes it. That's another dude. I got to interview my boy Tay.
So I'm saying.
I got to interview my boy Trey. Do you remember Trey Hall?
Oh yeah.
Trey Hall, he's doing good. He's working with his dad, and that should be another great topic too. Because I really don't know what it's like working for your own father, having his own company. Yeah, it's interesting.
Right. Everyone's got a story.
Everyone got a story, man. Especially all my friends, especially and Skylar too, man. Skylar, whenever she's my little personal photographer, all of our photographers, she's just doing her stuff, man. I definitely want to figure out when we can sit down and do an interview and start talking, because I feel like she has something to say too. She's the one who actually shout out to her, because she's one. Man, I remember we were talking to like 4 a.m. one night. Cause like I known her since 6th grade. I know her since I was 11 years old. So she's been like a true friend to me for so long. She hears me all my bullshit. I'll be like drunk calling her, be like, "Yo, dude, like this girl broke my heart, man." She'll be like, "It's okay, like." What you got going on tomorrow? Like, it's like try to motivate me.
Right.
Yeah. So she's always been like very, very true. So she's one who really got me into like this whole podcast. She like brought the energy out of me, because she mentioned like, "Oh yeah, definitely, I would love to do a podcast." There's actually this podcast thing. I forgot what it's called. Like this like beginner starter app. And I might want to upload it on there, at least just the audio on there. And it kind of just got me thinking. Ever since I started watching those videos, and it got me into like this setup. Like I shout out to this guy from Canada. He made a video on how to like set up like this way, because all this stuff is like just came out recently. So if it wasn't for Skylar, man, I probably would have never really done a podcast. And, it kind of just kept going from there, man. Kept building up like a snowball, dude, and just kept going. That's a good way to explain it.
100%.
Yeah, man. So like, it's been like, who got you into podcasting? That's another thing. Like,
how'd
you get yourself into podcasting, man? Because you're doing it all, bro. You're doing podcasting,
right? You're
doing YouTube, and you're kind of doing whatever you want.
Well, I think I was talking about it at the beginning, but I don't think I finished. I had an assignment where I had to interview 2 people for college athletes and dealing with social media. But after the interview, I was friends with them, so it was like an easy kind of like this is.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I like that. I should start a podcast. So that was in October, I remember I did the interview, and I did it. It took me like 2 months to actually do it. And first one I interviewed Spidey, who I've talked about. But
Spidey's
2 months later, facts.
Spidey, bro.
But
that's a dope ass name too.
That's his nickname, yeah. Spider-Man. But yeah, when I first started, I had a consistent schedule. So I was like, all right, I want to do 5 at least. I'm going to post them every 2 weeks on Thursday. Just to see if I liked it, the process. And, I had access to my teammates who were college basketball players. So I was like, why not? Yeah. And I did it, and I've been doing it. So
they've been going pretty well, man.
Right.
I've seen a lot. Like, you've been doing the questions, the way you break down, just getting into that process of asking questions to people, even though they're your friends, you don't really make it seem like you make it seem like they're someone new.
It's a different type of conversation than like normal. Right.
Yeah,
that's the main thing I liked about it. Like having like
get to talk differently towards
a little deeper,
Yeah, a little deeper more than like going to Wawa.
Chit chat.
Yeah.
I
feel that, man.
Right.
This has been dope, man.
Yeah,
like, this is a dope first fucking podcast.
I think we did close to an hour.
I think we did, man.
I said like we'd probably go like 25.
Yeah, I think we're at an hour right now. You think so? Or?
When I checked it was at 45, so it's at least that was like 10 minutes ago. But yeah, I've had a great time, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you.
Of course, man.
Hernando County, yes, sir. You can do it. You can do it anywhere. I like these, man. I like this a lot.
And it's super light, bro. You can even take off the pop filter too.
Right.
You can see all this stuff. Like we pull it right out. So
I kind of like the phone, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. So that's just the microphone itself right here, and like they have this other thing that you just twist on. Yeah, man. These just came out, dude. I'll show you everything. I'll send you that video and show you everything, how this guy set it up. So
right.
But yeah, thank you guys. If you guys want to know more about Kane, I'll make sure to put it down below. Everything that he talked about, really, just to sum it up for those who just want to skip to the very end, it's mainly just about how to live your life and better off the ways to do the right thing and how you want to live your life.
Right.
Whether you're an athlete, whether you're just a person, whether you're young or old. We had some really good conversations about different topics. And I really do think that this was really an honor, bro. Honor, thank you. Like, really thank you for coming here, coming to my house, dude. Like, it's been beautiful, man. It's been crazy just to catch up with you and, you know, I can't wait to see where you're going to go next, bro. That's one thing I was trying to say.
Likewise.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, bro.
Of course, bro. Let's go. First podcast and done.
Thumbnail.